it is the big things, it is not always the big things that create drama. It is the small things, the little everyday things that bring about that drama. Good evening, Toastmasters, guests, and my dear friends. I would like to share with you an incident which happened many years ago. At that time I was 16 years of age, studying in the 11th standard, and my sister was in the second year of college. It was a warm Sunday, autumn Sunday afternoon, and I was teaching my sister to ride the scooter. Now before I go into the details of the incident, let me explain to you the scooter first. How many of you here have heard of a Vijay Super Mark II? Fantastic, fantastic. Now for those, which is the majority who have not heard, let me show you the scooter. This, my dear friends, is the Vijay Super Mark II. It is a bit dark, but when you see this, I'd like you to note three things. One, compared to other scooters, this looks a bit long. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. The second is that there is a stepney on the back, which is vertical. Most scooters have it. And the third is that the rear seat, if it is pretty dark here, the rear seat is nearly 5 or 6 inches below the front seat. These are three characteristics I'd like you to remember. Well, so here we were, going around, taking rounds of the park, of our colony park, and pretty smooth. Nothing, which we can call as untoward. And then we decided, okay, good enough, let's head back for home. So we started heading back for home. Our home was in one corner of the park, and we had a wide compound wall. So when we were around, say, 30 feet, maybe say this distance, I told my sister, now, her name was Selvi. So I told Selvi, now it's time you bring the gear to neutral. She had learned enough to immediately take my seat. Let me again bring back the scene. I was seated behind on the pillion, and as I said, the pillion seat is nearly 6 inches lower. So my front view is actually just the rear view of my sister. Her plaited ponytails, two ponytails, and the back of her shoulders and back. So I can only see that. And as I said, that was all that I can see. So we are heading towards it, and I told her, bring the gear to neutral. So she did that. She brought the scooter to neutral. But that's what I assumed she did, because I couldn't see what she was doing. But there was no response. When you bring the scooter to neutral, what do you expect? You expect either the speed to continue or slow down a little. But nothing like that happened. Again, I said, and the speed is, the distance between the compound wall and the we are nearing it. It's nearly just around 15 feet by now. And now I'm getting edgy. Suddenly, now it's time, bring it to the neutral, quick. And then I hear a sound, and some sounds come, but which I assume that it has brought to neutral, but still the scooter is going on. Suddenly now if it is back to neutral, release release the clutch. This time what happened, when she released the clutch, I got a jerk. And as you recall, there was a stepney behind me. It was just, along with the scooter I am jerking. Suddenly what is happening, it's time, we are really, from 15 kilometers per hour speed, we are really just closing in. And I was getting really edgy. Bring it to the neutral, And suddenly, the view in front of me changed. From the rear view of my sister, it became a panoramic view of the compound wall. I was getting a full clear view of what is happening ahead of me, and in the periphery of my vision, I can see Selvi receding into the background. Apparently she has jumped out from the scooter. And I am on the scooter. Have you ever been on a pillion of a two-wheeler without a driver? So here I was heading, and just another 10 feet, and the compound wall is heading straight for me. I mean, there is no, I couldn't recall of any reduction in speed. So suddenly my brain clicked. After a few fractions of a second, my brain, or at least my foot kicked. I plonked my foot on the ground, both my foot to stop the scooter from moving. But the scooter, Vijay Super Mark II, was quite a heavy scooter, 150 kg of it, and the momentum was quite big. I was like, dragged down towards along with the scooter, I am moving towards. And I now tried to hold on to the handle. As I said, it was so far, I just couldn't reach the handle. I am just getting dragged, and the scooter is being balanced by actually my bike. I am going along with the scooter. Finally, desperately, in all desperation, what I did, I grabbed, got hold of the front seat and managed to push the scooter in one direction. I lifted my left leg. Thankfully, the scooter on its own rode itself and went and dashed into the wall. And I went and sprawled onto the road. So, after being a little shaken and bruised, got up, and by then some of my colleague mates had also gathered and they helped me to get up and tell me, nothing, no major hurt had happened. And I looked around where my sister was, and there she was giving me a guilty look. Well, back home, the usual dressing downs and all that happened. But the thing is, when I look back, when we know that what really happened was, of course, insignificant. But now, when we discuss over the phone, or whenever this memory comes up, we chuckle about it and have a good laugh. It never really stops us from laughing about what happened that day. So, I hope you enjoyed this memory that I shared with you today, and I'd like to leave you with a small message, and this is that enjoy the little things. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day, when you look back, you'll realize that these are the big things. Thank you.